Good morning, guys. Today we are doing exponential graph, grade 12. So this is our graph for today. And they are saying the graph of f at x is equal to log 4/3 of x is drawn below the point of B. B is 16/9 and P, which is unknown, is a point of on F in fact. So they are asking to you. Now they say, for which values of x that you can put into x according to the equation that you are given there, that can be less or equals to 0. So whichever number that I substitute in a position of x that give me a number that is less or equal to 0, that is what I'm looking for. So when you look into it, you find between the range of x that x is less or equal to 1, or x is greater than 0. So between this range, these are the numbers that you put in, and you're going to get a lesser or equal to number of 0 in the given equation of this log form. So whichever number you put in there, you are going to get that 0. That is an easy one. Moving along. So they ask again. They say, determine the value of P without the use of a calculator. Now, be very careful on this one, because P is a point, in fact, is a number, is a Y value on the point on B. The point of B has a Y value that is being defined as P, which is our unknown value. We have 16/9 as our x into that point of P, and y value, which is P, unknown value. So they are saying to you now, determine the value of P without using any calculator. This is our equation. F at x is equal to log 4/3 of x. So take it from me. F at x is the same as y is equal to. So you are going to take this point, you have P as your y, you are going to substitute it on that f at x, on that position of f at x, which is y, and then 16/9, which represent the point of x, and substitute it there in the point of x in the equation, which is this one. So you have now your equation in this form, which is P is equal to log 4/3 of 16/9. P is holding the position of y, and 16/9 is holding the position of x. So you are able now to calculate and solve for P. So to move from here, you are going to change this to find the P. You are going to change this into an exponential form. You are going to change this into an exponential form. Remember, we are working with an exponential graph. You are going to change this into an exponential form before you find and solve your P. So when you have done that, it will look like this. It will look like this. You have your 4/3 to raise up to the power of P is equal to 16/9. So now look very carefully and look into it. 4/3 and 16/9, there's something common between these two numbers. Because now what you are going to do for you to find P, you are going to have to raise up something here into a certain power that will give you the similar base that is 4/3 on the left hand side of the equal sign. So when we are looking at this, when you are raising 4/3 to the power of 2, you are going to get 16/9. So you are going to have 4/3 raised to the power of P, and 4/3 raised to the power of 2, looking something like this. So when these bases are the same, you take them away, which makes now your P equals to 2. You take the base away, and P holds the position of the base, and that raised up powers takes the position of the base on the other side. So your P becomes now 2. So you have solved for your P. That is one, straightforward, straight to the point, and very easy. So, moving to the next question, they ask you, write down for us the equation of the inverse of f in the form y. Now, we are going into that form. So, this is our graph, and this is the equation that we have. We say f is equal to, in fact, y is equal to the log of 4/3 of x, general form of the equation. There it is. What you are going to do, because now the question is saying to you, write down the equation of the inverse. Inverse means now you are going to change things around. You are going to take, x is going to take the position of y, and y is going to take the position of x. So you are going to change things around. The other takes the position of the other. So there's an interchanging between these two variables. So now you are going to take x in the position of y and y in the position of x. And it's going to look something like this. And now that is your inverse. That is your inverse. So you have x now equals to log 4/3 of y. But you cannot leave it like that. You must always make y the subject of the formula. Because now you are working out your inverse function. Now, from here, you are going to apply your rule. You are going to turn this log form into an exponential form so that you can know your y value, making your y the subject of the formula. So when you have done that, you are going to have something like this. You are going to have y is equal to 4/3 raised to the power of x. Now, you have given the requested form of the inverse function. Now, moving along, they ask you now, they say, write down the range of y is equal to the inverse of x. Function inverse. There it is. They say, we want the range. So, be very careful now, because this is our graph, and this is the equation of the inverse. Our inverse is not even close, it's not even negative. You look at it, we have a positive equation there. So it's our first hint in finding the range. So, according to the graph, the range of the inverse can never be negative. So, you are going to have y that is greater than 0. Or you can write it this way. Y is an element of 0 to infinity. So, this is basically the rule of it. Moving along. They ask you now, the function h at x is equal to 3/4 to the power of x is obtained after applying two reflections of f. Write down the coordinates of b, the image of b on h. So, now, listen now and take note of this. It's very easy. It's very easy. Because now, what you are going to do here, you are going to apply, like a mirror, the reflection of yourself. Your back becomes your front, and your front becomes your back. So, you have now found your points there. Where are my points? We had 16/9. We had 16/9 as x. And we found our p to be equal to, where is it now? To be equal to 2. So it's 16/9 and 2. That now is our point. We have 16/9 as x and 2 as y. So we want a reflection of this point. B, the image of B on H. We take the position, we turn them around. X takes the position of Y, and Y takes the position of X. So that the reflection, when you reflect it, this is what you get. -2 and 16/9. So this is exponential graph. The laws are very easy and straightforward and easy to apply. That is our exponential graph for today. Until we meet again on Wednesday, we are doing grade 9. Have a wonderful day. God bless.